Travel with Dave. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the tourism that I've done, the local tourism. I travel a lot. I know a lot of people. I know people all over the world. I know a lot of people in where I live here. And the older people, they've usually done a lot of tourism. So if they've been here for a long time, they've already seen all the tourist attractions. They're not really that interested in going back a second time. The younger people, my age, I'm in my 50s, they want to do tourism, and usually they haven't done much at all. I'm the type of person, I'll go out and I'll just do it, just get it out of the way. So one thing that I discovered is that usually I pay for all of my friends. I pay for the van, I pay for the food, I pay for the airfare, pay for hotels. I have to pay for everything because I don't have the money to go. So I gotta pay for everything. And I used to rent a van, and I would invite a lot of people. Sometimes it would be 15 people, and we would go to different places, or just with a taxi, or sometimes we go on our motorcycles. So one thing I learned about the foreigners is that they never compromise. They do what they want to do, and that's it. And with the men, almost always, if they want to travel somewhere, it's to meet a woman. So if I say to a guy, hey, let's go up north to Bogo City, see what it's like, so they'll say, no, let's go to Toledo. I know I have an ex-girlfriend that lives there. We'll go and we'll hang out with her. And the other thing that I've learned is that there's never any compromise. There's never, let's go to Toledo and meet my girlfriend this time, and next time we can go to Bogo where you want to go. That never happens. They only want to do what they want to do, almost always to meet a woman. They'll say, hey, I want to go to Leyte. And I'll say, is there a particular tourist attraction? Oh, I want to go meet a woman. You know what I mean? It's always like that. So, went on this trip. It was a wonderful ride. I really liked it. And the guy that I was going with was going to meet his ex-girlfriend. He didn't know where the meeting place was. So I said, you know what, I'm pretty sure that we got to turn left. We turned left, and eventually we found it. Okay. So we go to the meeting place. We're sitting there for like an hour. And his ex-girlfriend eventually shows up. He's got his back to the door. So when she comes in, I didn't know who she was. This woman walks up, sits down at the table in front of me. It's McDonald's. It's a small table. It's not a big table. She doesn't say hello or anything. And there's another woman who sits at a different table, who came in with her. I assume that they're together. She doesn't say anything. There's an empty seat next to me. She won't sit next to me. This is the way Filipinas are. She goes and sits at the other table, doesn't say hello, on the cell phone the whole time. So this woman, very beautiful. She's like, if you're looking for a beautiful woman, that was her. She's got the beautiful fingernails, the makeup, the lipstick, the hair, nice clothes. We sat there for an hour before she arrived, and then for another 2 hours. They spent 2 hours. The conversation was her asking him for money and him saying no. And he told me, ex-girlfriend, I don't want to give her money anymore. That's what he said. And the whole thing was, oh, can you give me some money? And she would do. And he would say, no, no, no. He was very jolly, and he would say, no, no, no. And I was like, 2 hours of this. And it's like she knows 100 ways to ask somebody for money. And I was like, that's your ex-girlfriend? This woman, absolutely beautiful, for 2 hours can only ask for money. That's everything she said over and over again. And the guy must have told her no 100 times. And I'm like, they're both crazy. Both of them are crazy. Oh, my light went out. That's too bad. I'm not going to go looking for the extra battery. We're just going to have to deal with it. Okay, so at some point after an hour, he gets up to go to the bathroom. And the girl that his ex-girlfriend, she says to me, she finally says hello to me. I say hello to her. Her friend never said anything to me. So after we were there with the girls for 2 hours, and I was like, these people are crazy. All they're doing is, will you give me money? And he says no. Literally nothing else was discussed. So I told the guy, I said, hey, you know what? To be honest with you, I'm probably going to leave. And I never would do something like that. But I was like, I am just tired of this. I'm not going to sit here for the rest of my life. And also, you don't want to be after dark, because if you got a problem with the motorcycle, nobody's going to fix it. There's going to be no repair shops. All the gas stations are going to be closed. You know, I didn't want to stay after dark. And we had arrived there maybe around 11 a.m. or 12, and it was getting to be around 4 o'clock. So he says to me, hey, don't worry, I'm going to go too. So he said he was going to go with me. We left like 10 or 15 minutes later. At some point they had said, you know, Dave, you're single, you know, her friend is single. And I was like, she didn't talk to me the whole time. She's on the cell phone the whole time. She didn't even sit at the same table. Went and sat at another table. Didn't even say hello. And when they came, they know him. You know, they should say hello when they show. I don't even think they said hello to him. I don't remember. But I don't know who they were. I just saw two women walk up, and one of them happened to sit down. And why would I say hello to a woman who's walking by? And obviously when she sat down, they just started talking immediately. It's not like they wanted me to say hello. So we go into the parking lot where the motorcycles are. And because we were there so long, we were blocked. It took, you know, a minute or two to figure out how to get out of the parking lot before starting the motorcycles. The woman who wanted the money was kind of hanging around. Not me, but my friend. And I didn't listen to what they were talking about, and I'm like, okay, they're obviously not ready to go. We weren't there that much longer, maybe another 5, 10, 15 minutes, and then we went home. And it's like, number one, the point that I'm making is the expats, the foreigners, if they don't compromise on anything, every movie has to be what they want to see. If I say, hey, let's go see this, I don't want to see it. So I got to go see a lot of movies I don't want to see. Or you got to go by yourself. A lot of them will just go by themselves. I've seen that also. And the same with going out to dinner. Very little compromise. The same with the tourism. And the women, I never hear them, almost never hear any sort of real conversation from them. In Cebu City, you don't hear nothing. In Bogo, sometimes I've met a few women who can talk to you, but it's like, why does this? I don't know why this guy wanted. He told me he's not going to give her money and she's not going to date him anymore. I don't know why he wants to get involved with this woman, but you know, you're thinking, oh, beautiful woman, I would like to date her, but there's another part of you that says she's just looking for money. It's not going to go anywhere, and even if it's not a lot of money, that you give them $5 or $10, they're overjoyed. But the issue is, it's not going to go anywhere, and you want to focus on a woman who you're going to have a meaningful relationship with. Good luck if you can find them. I'm not such a bad guy, but they reject me immediately upon sight. They take one look at me and they reject me. They're not interested. Although the 65-year-old women sometimes say hello to me, not that often. They're the only ones that really initiate and say hello to me on the dating websites. Okay, so that's it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.